Hello everyone. Today we are going to work on DevOps project 3. So I have already created two other DevOps project. So you can find those other project on my YouTube channel. I will also share that other project links in the description section of this video. So in this project we are basically going to use a GitHub, Jenkins, Terraform, Helm and Amazon EKS cluster. So now I'm going to give you one scenario like where you can use this project. So suppose you are a DevOps engineer or a cloud ops engineer in your organization, and your manager asked you to create a one CI/CD pipeline. And what the CI/CD pipeline will do, it will create one EKS cluster with the help of Terraform. And after creating the EKS cluster, you have to install some application on Amazon EKS with the help of Helm chart. So you can use in that case you can use this project. So as you can see on my screen, we are going to follow the same pipeline. I will create the pipeline with the help of Jenkins. So uh, yeah, so first what I will do, and before that, you will find all the codes, Jenkins script and Terraform script in my GitHub channel, GitHub repo. So I will also paste the GitHub link in the description. So when you go to my repo under DevOps project, you will find the DevOps project 3, and you will find the Terraform script under the Terraform folder, and the Jenkins one in the Jenkins script.sh file. Okay, so in the Jenkins .sh file, what I am here doing, I'm exporting some variable from the user. As you can see here, I'm taking the values uh, from the region environment variable, so and passing it to the Terraform variable using this tfvar function. Okay, and after that I'm going to the DevOps project 3 directory, uh, and after that I'm going to the Terraform directory, because my all the main.tf file are present in the Terraform folder. That's why I'm going to this path. Okay, and after that what I'm doing, I'm replacing this cluster name with the uh, this name, my cluster. So it should be, just give me a second, we have to make some changes here. We have to use this variable here. Okay, so edit, I'm going to edit it, and I will copy this one and paste it here. Okay, so I will show you the backend.tfl. So as you can see, I'm changing this value, cluster name value, in the backend.tf file. Okay, so I will show you the backend.tf file first. So I'm basically storing my Terraform state file in S3 bucket. So that's why I have created this backend.tf file, and under backend.tf file you will find the backend configuration. So as you can see here, I have used the backend as S3, and here I am giving the bucket name as you run Terraform state file. So you have to create this bucket before running the Jenkins job. So please make sure to create this bucket with your name. If you're trying to create this bucket, you will get an error, because you cannot create a same bucket in the S3. And in the key, I'm basically giving the folder name. So this will create automatically. So EKS folder will create automatically, and here I'm changing the name, as you can see, ngg cluster name. So here also I did one mistake, just give me a second. You have to just copy this one and replace here. So what this set command will do, it will find this ngg cluster name in the backend.tf file, and if it gets the this parameter, it will replace it with the cluster name. Okay, and we will pass this cluster name via Jenkins job. So you will understand in the later part. So okay, so yeah, and then after changing the values in the backend.tf file, I'm initializing the terraform, and after that I'm running the blueprint, and after that I'm applying the changes using the terraform apply. So in the action, I'm taking the apply value from the action environment variable. Okay, so uh, I will pass this action variable value from the Jenkins job. Okay, now here I'm giving the if and else condition. So if the action is equal to apply, then it will like first log in into the cluster. Okay, and then it will fetch all the pods with all the namespaces. Hyphen a means all namespaces. Okay, so it will fetch all the pods from all the namespaces, and then what I'm doing here, here I'm installing Helm chart, Bitnami Helm chart, and the EKS Helm chart. And after installing the Bitnami and the EKS Helm chart, I'm installing the Nginx application on EKS cluster. As you can see, using this command, I'm installing the Nginx on EKS cluster, and using this EKS Helm chart. See, EKS Helm chart, I'm creating the AWS load balancer controller. Okay, so you can install other application also as per the requirement. You can change this command. Okay, so for now I'm creating the Nginx and the I will install the Nginx application and the AWS load balancer controller application in the EKS cluster with the help of Helm chart. Okay, and in the else I'm giving that echo no need to install. So like suppose when it will go to the else part, when it will get the action is equal to destroy, because when you will destroy the cluster, no need to install any application. So that's why in the else I am giving the echo no need to install. So that's all. Now our next task is to create a Jenkins server. So I will create a Jenkins server with the help of EC2 machine. So what you have to do, just go to the North Virginia region, or as per the uh, whatever you want. You can in my case I'm creating the EC2 instance or the Jenkins server in the North Virginia region. You can create it in the Mumbai region, so it's on you. So click on launch instance. Okay, after clicking on the launch instance, you have to provide the name. So here give the name as Jenkins server, and you can select this Amazon Linux. Okay, now you can also select this t2.micro. Okay, and here you can create a new key, or you can use your existing key pair. Okay, so I'm going to use the existing key pair here, and here I'm giving the default VPC, and here I'm giving the no preference, like it will select the default subnet in any availability zone. Okay, and make sure this auto assign public IP should be enabled. Okay, and here you can create a new security group, and you should allow SSH also, HTTPS also, and the HTTP also. And in the later you have to open the 8080 port also, because Jenkins work on the 8080 port, so you have to allow that also, but we will do that later. Okay, and this is make it default, so 8 GB is enough. And now you are done. Now you have to just click on launch instance. Okay, in the meantime I will show you the terraform script. So go back to the terraform folder and open the main.tf file and the variable.tf file. Okay, so in the main.tf file, what I am here doing, so in the data, like when data is a function in the terraform, so using this http data source function, you can fetch the public IP address of your current machine. Okay, from which you are going to run this script. So it will automatically pick the public IP address and put it in this data source. Okay, and in this local variable function, what I am doing, I'm adding this /32 part in like after the IP address, it will add this /32. Okay, and it will save in this variable. Okay, now using the data, I'm dynamically fetching the subnet IDs. So as you can see, using the subnet data source, I'm here providing the data VPC ID, and using the name, like I will show you the subnet first. So go to the VPC section and go to the subnet. And as you can see, given the names of the subnet. So pub 1, pub 2, pub 3, pub 4, pub 5, and I have not given any name to the US East 1E because it does not support EKS cluster in this availability zone. So please do not use this subnet in your EKS cluster, because you will get error after running the script. Okay, so I'm using other 5 subnets. So I have given the name as pub1, pub2, pub3, pub4, pub5. So go back to the main.tfl. So see here, what I'm doing, using the tag name tag, I'm fetching the all the subnets ID. So pub star, so it will take all the 5 subnets and put it in this data source. Okay, and after that, what I am doing here, using the output, I am storing all the subnet IDs, all the 5 subnet ID under this value variable. Okay, and in this section I'm creating a security group for our EKS cluster. So as you can see, in the ingress part, I'm using the this local dot workstation as we fetched here. So what it will do, it will take the IP address of your current machine and put it in the ingress. Okay, and uh, and it will allow all the traffic. 00 means all traffic, and in the ingress it is also allowing the all the traffic. And here in this section, I'm creating the cluster role. Okay, and I'm giving the name as var.cluster name. I'm taking this value from the variable, and uh, after that, I'm giving this name EKS cluster role. And after that, in this section, so uh, here in this section, from line number 73 to 73, I'm attaching a policy to this role. So as you can see here, I'm attaching the cluster policy and attaching to this role. And in this section, I'm creating a cluster, EKS cluster, and I'm providing the role ARN, which we have just created above. And after that, I'm also giving the VPC configurations. And under this VPC configuration, you will find the security group IDs and the subnet ID, and this cluster is going to be the public one. Okay, if you want to create as a private one, so you should give this value as private access as true, and this public as false. Then it will create a private cluster. And after creating the cluster, I'm creating a node role. Okay, node role. And after creating the node role, I'm attaching 3 policies to this node role. Okay, so the first policy is Amazon EKS worker node policy, second one is Amazon EKS CNI policy, and the third one is Amazon EC2 container registry read only policy. And after attaching this policy to the node role, I'm creating the node. Okay, so here I'm taking the reference of the node. So this will create under this cluster. Okay, and here I'm giving the desired size as 1, max size as 1, minimum size as 1, and instance type, I'm taking the instance size from the variable file. So when you will open the variable file, here I'm using the c5.x large machine, so it will cost you. So please make sure to delete after your project is done. So else it will charge so much. So please delete it after your project is done. And I have not see I have taken the region value also from the variable, and VPC ID also, and the cluster name also. So here I am not giving anything, because I'm giving the space null value, because I'm going to take this 3 values from the Jenkins parameter. Okay, so that's all from the Terraform side. Now I think our Jenkins server has been created. So yeah, it's in a running state. So what you have to do now, you have to connect it and install the Jenkins server in this EC2 machine. So now I've successfully logged in into my EC2 machine. Now you have to install the Jenkins one. So to install the Jenkins server, you can go to my website, and under the DevOps and the cloud box, you will find this how to install Jenkins on Amazon Linux EC2 machine. So you have to open this page and copy all the instruction and paste it here. Press Y. Make sure to run each and every step. Okay. Press Y. Now you have to install the Jenkins. So it got installed. Now you have to run this command. Now you have to start the Jenkins. So so I believe that our Jenkins server is started. So you can check the status also. You have to just uh, replace this start with status, and see our Jenkins server is running and active. Okay. Now our next step is to allow the 8080 port in this server. So go to this instance ID and go to the security section, and here you'll find the security group ID, and you have to open it in a new tab, and you have to click on edit inbound rule, and click on add rule, and here you have to select the custom TCP, and here you have to allow 8080 port, and the IP is going to be anywhere, or for the security purpose I am going to select the my IP, or you can also select the my IP. So only this IP address will have the access to your Jenkins server. Okay, so now click save. Now go back to your instance and copy the public IP address, and go to the new tab, and paste that IP address, and give colon, and then after that 8080. Okay, now press enter. Now our Jenkins is okay. Now it is asking for the password. So to get the password of a Jenkins, you have to copy this path and go back to your Jenkins uh, terminal. Okay, and here you have to give the command as sudo space cat space the path name. Okay, and paste it and press enter. So this is our initial password for Jenkins. So copy that password and paste it here, and then click on continue. Now go to the select plugin to install, and click on install. So it will take some time, like I believe that it will take 5 to 6 minutes to install all the plugins. So in the meantime, what we can do, you can create a S3 bucket to store the terraform state file. So I've already created the S3 bucket. So go to the S3 service. So as you can see here, this is my S3 bucket. So in this bucket I'm going to create like save my terraform state file, and the AWS region is AP South 1. So make sure to select the AP South 1. Okay, because in the backend.tf file I have selected the region as AP South 1. Okay, now our plugin installed successfully. Now you have to provide the username. So here I have give the username as admin, and the password I will give anything, like here I am giving admin 12345. In the confirm also I am giving the same. Full name will be Uran, and email could be anything, so I am giving this, and click on save and continue. Now you are to access the Jenkins UI, you can copy this. So we are going to use the same one, and now click on save and finish. Now as you can see the pop-up message, Jenkins is ready. So now you have to click on start using Jenkins. So we have successfully launched our Jenkins server. Okay, now after creating the Jenkins server, and what you have to do, you have to install some applications or software in the Jenkins server. So first you have to go to the Jenkins EC2 terminal. Okay, and here you have to install some application like GitHub, Terraform, Helm, Kubelet. So first you have to install the git. So it's very easy command, sudo yum install git, press enter. Then click on y, like just give the value as y. So now it got installed. So to verify it, just give the command as git, and it will give all the help sections. So it's mean that our git is installed successfully. Now our next part is to install help. So go to the you can take the reference of from my website. So you have to just copy this command and paste it here in the Jenkins terminal, and it got installed. Now you can check the version. So as you can see, it's showing us version as 3.8.2, and you can also run the helm command. Okay, now our next step is to create terraform, like to install a terraform in the EKS, the Jenkins server. So copy this one, go to the terminal and paste it. Okay, now copy the second command. Now copy the third command. Now our terraform installed successfully. Now you can check the version. So it got installed. Okay, now we have to install the kubelet. So you can go to this Kubernetes installation on Amazon, Linux 2, and you have to copy this, paste it here. Our kubelet is also installed successfully. So I believe that we have installed all the required application on our Jenkins server. Now we can configure our Jenkins job. Okay, so now go to the Jenkins UI and click on new item, and here you can give the name as anything. It's on you. So here I'm giving the name as you run DevOps project 3, and click on freestyle project, then click on OK. So this project is going to be the parameterized. Okay, now here you have to first I will show you the GitHub repo. See, this is the variable file. So as I said to you previously, we are going to take this value from the Jenkins. So we will give this value later. Okay, and now first we will configure the git. Okay, and in the repository URL you can use my repo. So go to this DevOps project and copy this code, HTTPS code, and copy it and paste it here. Okay, so it does not require the credential because it's a public repo, so no need to give the credential. And here make sure to replace this master with main, because I have put all the codes in the main branch. See, main, it's here, main branch is main. Okay, now you have to check on this option, delete workspace before build start, and then in the build step you have to select the execute shell, and here you have to copy the Jenkins script. Okay, so go to the DevOps project 3 and copy this, copy the whole script and paste it here. Now as you can see, these are my 3 terraform variables: region, VPC ID, and the cluster name, and I'm taking this from this variable. So I will give this value in the parameterized section. So I will select the string parameter and give the name as region, and then again I will create one more string parameter, and here I will give the VPC ID, and I will create one more string parameter, and here I will give the cluster name, and I have to create one more for the terraform action. So I will create one choice parameter and give the name as action here, and the value will be apply or destroy. Okay, now press enter. Now you have to apply and save it. So I think our job is ready, Jenkins job is ready. So now I'm going to run this. So before this I will install one plugin, and the plugin name is rebuild. So after installing that plugin, no need to provide the values again and again. So go to the configure, no, not the configure, go to the dashboard, and go to the manage Jenkins. Now go to the manage plugins. Here go to the available plugin and search for rebuild. Press enter and check on this and click on download now and install after restart. So this plugin will work after the Jenkins restart. So download is successful. Now you have to check on this restart Jenkins. So to restart Jenkins, it will take some time. Now you have to provide the credential. Now I will run this Jenkins job. So click on build with parameter. Region is going to be the US East 1. VPC ID, you have to go to the VPC section. VPC. So make sure to be in the North Virginia region. Okay. Our S3 bucket is in the Mumbai one, but we are creating all the resource in the North Virginia. Okay. So don't be confused. Go to the VPC, copy this VPC ID and paste it here, and here you can give the any cluster name. So here I am giving the my cluster. Okay, and the action is going to be the apply. So I'm sure that we will get an error, and if we will get the error, we will going to resolve. So now click on build. So we got the error. Now the error is error. Okay, now what it is saying, no valid credential source for S3 backend found. So what is this error? I will tell you. So this Jenkins server do not have the access to the AWS resource. So to provide this to provide access to this EC2 machine or the Jenkins server, you have to create one role in the IAM. So go to the IAM. And go to the roles, and here you have to create one role, and in the AWS you have to select this AWS service, and here you have to select the EC2. Okay, and after selecting the EC2 you have to click on next, and here you have to provide the admin access. Okay, so search for admin, and here you have to select this policy, administrator access, and click on next, and here you have to provide the name. So here I am giving the name as Uran Jenkins access, admin access. Okay, now save this. So it's creating the rule. Now it got created successfully. Okay, now what you have to do, go to the EC2 machine, your Jenkins server or the EC2 machine, and after coming to this page, what you have to do, you have to click on action, then under action you will find the security, and under security you will find the modify IAM role. Okay, go here and select your newly created Jenkins project 2 role. Okay, no, not this one, the first one is our. Okay, now select this one and click on update IAM role. Now what you have to do, now again run the same Jenkins job. Okay, so what I will do, I will do the rebuild. Now we will not get that error. So as you can see, it got initialized successfully configured the backend S3. Okay, now it's running the blueprint using the terraform plan. Now it's running the terraform apply. Now it is creating the case cluster. Before that it created the all the roles, as you can see here. Now it's creating the case cluster. So what you can do, you can go to the UI to verify whether it is creating or not. So in the North Virginia, go to the EK service. So yeah, it's creating. So that's great. So so to create this whole cluster and the nodes, it will take something around 20 minutes. Okay, So our cluster created successfully. Now it is creating a node group. As you can see here, cluster creation complete after 10 minutes 11 seconds. Now it is creating the EKS node group. So our node is also created. Now we got, so our terraform ran successfully. Okay, now we are getting an error, and that error is kubectl command not found. Okay. Okay, I know like what we why we get this error. So I will tell you later. So before that, I will show you the Terraform state file. Okay, so go to the your AWS account and go to the S3 bucket and open your bucket in which you have store your state file. Okay, so open this one, and under this you will find the EKS, because under EKS only we have saved our cluster. So under my cluster, you will find your state file. As you can see, the modified date is 31st December, and the timing is 10:20. So this is our state file. Okay, so this is all the data of the Terraform state file. So here the error is kubectl command not found. So we install the kubectl for the EC2 user. So when you go back to the your terminal, so here you, as you can see, you are logged in as a EC2 user. So to check the current user, you can also run the whoami command. So using the whoami command, you'll get the current user. So we have installed the this Jenkins, the kubelet for the EC2 user, not for the Jenkins one. So when you go back to my website, and when you come to this kubelet installation page, here you're installing, you're downloading the file, kubelet file, or the data of the kubelet. So we set the path. See, the home directory was EC2 user, not the Jenkins one. So I have added the line number 3 also. So what this will do, it will copy this dot kubelet kubectl data to the Jenkins path. Okay. So as you can see here, we are copying to the Jenkins path. So run this command also while installing the kubelet. I have added this command just now only, so I've already run this command. I can run one more time, so if you want, so just copy this one and again run this command and press enter. So now this time you will not get you will not get the error for the kubelet. So what I'm going to do, I will run the job one more time. Okay, rebuild last. Now maybe this time we will get the same error for help. So we didn't get the issue for the helm, but the kubectl error was passed. So as you can see, we can see the pods, and after that it is running the helm repo, helm command. So first it has added the bitnami repo and then the EKS repo. After that it installed the nginx server, and after that it installed the a load balancer controller, AWS load balancer controller. Okay, so the job is completed. So this job ran successfully. So as you can see here, so we have successfully achieved our target. So now our next task is to go to the Jenkins terminal. So go to the Jenkins terminal. and here you have to run the command kubectl get pods and hyphen a. It's mean all namespaces, and then press enter. So first we have to log in into it and log in into the cluster. So I will copy the command from here only. So this is the command to log in into the cluster. Copy it and paste it here. Now run the same command. So here you are getting the all the pods. So see, these two pods are for the AWS load balancer, and this is for Nginx one. So to access the Nginx, what you can do, you can run one kubectl get service command, and after running it you will get the DNS. So copy this, see, Nginx service, so copy this external DNS name and copy this and open a new tab and paste that DNS here. Now you will see the Nginx page here. So as you can see, Nginx is successfully got installed in the EKS cluster. So this is how you can run this run this project. So if you have any doubts, any question, please let me know in the comment section. I will try to resolve your issue as soon as possible. So now our next task is to delete the whole infrastructure. Okay, so now what you have to do, go to your Jenkins job. Okay, click on rebuild last. So now this time you have to destroy this. So destroy, write destroy in the action section and press enter. Rebuild, click on rebuild. Now it will destroy the EKS cluster. Now after completion of this job, you have to go to the AWS console. Okay, AWS console, and now go to the EC2. I'm already in the EC2 page. Now you have to go to the load balancer section, and here you will find some load balancer. So here you have to delete that load balancer. So as you can see here, four load balancers are there. So what you have to do, you have to delete all the four load balancer, or else you will get charged. Okay, so make sure to delete the load balancer after deleting the EKS cluster. So that's all from my end. So thank you for watching my video. So in my next video you will find the EKS project. So I'm planning to make some Kubernetes project. So I will update you once I will create the EKS project. So thank you so much. So and happy new year.